In this tutorial video, I'm going to be showing the centering process of wheel throwing. First, we want to make sure that our wheel is in good condition and it's prepared. One of the ways that we want to do that is to make sure that the splash pan is correctly installed. On the Pacifica, one of the splash pans have a larger, longer indentation. That goes on first, you wiggle it in and then slip the second part over it and then center the splash pan. Next, we want to prepare the bat for wheel throwing. The way that I do this is I take a small sponge and I clean up all of the debris that's on the bat. Next, I take my thumb and run it across the bat to clean off any extra moisture. Next, we want to position our ball of clay onto the wheel head. The way that we do that is just center it and then take it and lift it with dry hands, lift it up, and tap it or lightly slam it down to the middle. Next, we want to attach the clay. And the way that I do this is I keep the wheel running slow, then I take my hands, dry hands, on an angle and tap it as the wheel turns. What this does is it starts centering the clay, but also creating a cone shape that will be easier to start the next steps. You would also like to take your index finger and run it across the bottom edge to seal in that ball of clay. Okay, so now we're going to start the process of coning up and down, but we're going to start with coning up. Now, the whole purpose of this is to get the clay all mixed, and it's kind of like wedging, but while on the wheel. So you're going to take your left hand and you're going to really want to anchor that to your body. And you're going to do that by putting your elbow kind of on the inside of your thigh closer to your hip. And this hand is the anchor. You're going to almost, with your whole core and with your whole body, push in through your forearm, through your palm, into the clay. You can see here that just the act of pushing on it makes the clay naturally go up a little bit. Also remember to keep your wheel at a fast speed and go up and squeeze with the clay. Also make sure to keep applying water to keep the friction low. And you might want to go up with your hands 1 or 2 times. Now I'm going to do the process of coning down. And in order to do that, I want you to actually use your right hand, grasp your thumb, and then use the side or bottom side of your hand to push down. Okay? Now you can see me do this 3 to 4 times in order to get that clay nice and mixed up. So once again, pressure through the palm. Use your other hand to squeeze, and you can also link up the hands. This is another way to do it. And then go up together. Okay? And you can see here the hand position that I have. So once again, coning down, grab that thumb on your left hand. Use your fist and the bone in your hand to push down. Again, raising up and down. Anchor it with your left hand. You can also use a sponge in your hand if that works. I wasn't used to doing it on this one. Okay, so right hand, use your thumb and squeeze in and up and into your left hand to cone up. Okay, grab your thumb with your right hand and press down. So once you're done with these steps, you might notice that it still has a little wobble in it, okay? Coning up and coning down does help centering, but there is another process of where you're gonna get it really, really nice and centered, which I'll do in one moment. Just doing one more cone up and cone down. Okay, so here's the centering. So your clay might be still wobbly. If it's still wobbly like this, you need to get it centered. And the way that you're going to do that is by taking your hands, folding it around, and then using your right hand as a karate chop to press down and into your left hand. Okay? So you can see the hand positioning there. Karate chop, down and into your left hand. Make sure to also keep on cleaning off your bat so there's no extra clay. All right, one thing to also remember is that when you push with that left hand, you want to push, get it centered, and then remember to slowly let go. Do not let go of the clay really fast or it will get off centered again. Okay, I hope this helps. Go ahead and try.